What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Went ahead and bought this game after watching FinKone's channel. He's showing some episodes of this on his channel. I went ahead and purchased it off of Steam. That game audio is extremely loud. Hopefully that isn't too low for y'all. If it is, let me know and I'll adjust it later on in the episodes. I've been playing it for a couple days. Gotten pretty far, but I figured I'd start a new one. We'll probably just do like one episode per 24 hours in game. So with that being said, we'll get going. This comes in American and German. Of course, we're going to choose American. We'll go ahead and leave it on normal. Go ahead and start the game. Here's the
organization Imperio
little bit of the story mode.
Over our city.
Narration.
It reached its goal. It took
y'all want to see
years
that?
And years of hard work and effort to defeat this monstrous
Guess I'll let it play.
organization. However, the leader of the organization was never caught. So despite the crime syndicate's demise, there were always concerns of Imperio crawling back out of its grave, just like in a bad horror flick. The subsequent execution of the inspector leading the operation against Imperio, John Croft, fueled the concerns of a returning syndicate. Croft was found shot outside the city 2 days after the final blow to the syndicate. But no clues were found connecting John Croft's murder to Imperio's thugs. Most of them were under arrest at that time, or had fled from the city. For the past 16 years, the people lived in relative safety in a rather ordinary city. Organized crime returned on a minor scale, but nowhere nearly as threatening as Imperio was. Periodically, rumors arose that Imperio was active again, usually after some capital crime remained unsolved. Fortunately, these concerns were unfounded until the day of the charity banquet in support of the AOC, the Fund Against Organized Crime.
And therefore, please welcome
thought it was over
Mayor
with.
Peterson.
Thank you, Commissioner Reese. I am happy that so many of you decided to support the newly initiated AOC Fund. With your support and the fund, we will be able to fight organized crime more effectively than ever before. Those of you who have experienced the brutal grip of Imperio nearly 20 years ago will remember how ruthless and violent life in our city was. But things have changed.
Someone call an ambulance! Oh my God!
It's a tragedy. It seems that Police Commissioner Reese was hit while trying to protect Mayor Peterson.
Alright, maybe we'll get going here.
20
Seems
years
like
after
crap.
his father,
Good
John
God, really?
Croft, was killed in the aftermath of the Imperio crisis,
You know
Harvey
what?
Croft will be the next.
Mr. Croft, Ducard here.
There we go.
Smith will take a tour with you of the downtown district.
So here we're about to take a tour, and they're gonna, it's like a tutorial deal. So this says, welcome to Police Tactics. I'll guide you through the basics of the game. If you don't need my advice, feel free to press the X button up here in the top right corner of this window. Skip the tutorial. If you're lost, use the focus button, if available, to jump back to where the tutorial is taking place. That would be this one. Press the next button in the bottom right corner of this window to continue. So we're going to continue there. Make sure all of our buttons work. It's a WSAD, up, down, left, right. Great work. You can use the mouse to rotate the camera left or right. Rotate the camera by holding down the right mouse button and scrolling horizontally. So Horizontally does this, vertical does up and down. Zooming in and out with the mouse wheel or the plus subtract sign. There you go. See how you can boss your employees around. Use your left mouse button to drag a selection box around your police officers to select them. Also do it by holding the shift key and clicking on both units with the left mouse button. Select your police officers. So
How may I help?
2.
Yes?
Great. If you move the camera away, you can focus on the selected units by pressing the space key. You can create groups from the currently selected units by holding down Control and pressing a number button on the alphanumeric keyboard. You can reselect the group by pressing the same number button. Select both officers and press Control and the 1 key, which we will do now. Alright, so down here in the bottom right corner, it shows them down here. And if we press the space bar, we should be able to focus back on them. Well done. You can keep track of the groups and idle units in the bottom right corner of your screen. You can also focus on each unit of the selected group by either clicking on the icon or pressing the associated key multiple times. So say we're up here, say we're over here. If you press 1, it's going to select them. If you press 1 a second time, it'll take you to that selected unit. So press next to continue. To move around the city quickly, you can use a wide range of police vehicles. Here's a medium patrol car for you to use. Order your 2 policemen to enter the vehicle by right-clicking on it while they are selected. So they are still selected. You can see the green. So we'll right-click on the car, and I'll hop in it. Good work. Crimes are committed from time to time. We can't avoid that. These crimes reduce a sense of safety in the neighborhood. High safety grants us more income and the favor of the city council. You can view the safety levels by opening the strategic view, which is up here. So you can left click it or press tab. As you can see, the buildings in your district are now colored as an indication to their safety levels. Green means high safety, while red means low safety. To regain the trust of our citizens, we have to demonstrate our presence to them. We can achieve this by setting up patrol routes around the city. Patrolling units increase safety in their near vicinity. Left-click the highlighted button to leave the strategic view. Okay, so we'll click here again. Takes us back to the regular view. Every patrolling unit needs a path to follow. You can view and manage these patrol routes on the patrol panel, which would be down here, which you can find at the bottom left corner of the screen. Left click the highlighted button or press the patrol English is hard. Left click the highlighted button to open the control panel. You can also do that by pressing F6. So this is the patrol panel. As you will notice, when the panel is open, the game changes to the strategic view to allow you to easily view all of your existing routes. Right now, the panel is mostly empty. You have no patrols. To create a new patrol for your employees, we'll have to open another view. Left click the highlighted button to create a new patrol path, which is going to be down here. You can also press F6 and this button here will create a new patrol. You can name your patrols here, so we'll say, let's see where do we need a patrol anywhere right now? We'll go ahead and say the North Vehicle Patrol. Okay, so you'll name it here. You'll select your either a foot patrol, vehicle patrol, or helicopter patrol. We'll select vehicle. Existing waypoints, which we have none. Add a waypoint by clicking this button here, and you finish right here. So, alright. Choose type and place waypoints accordingly. Each existing waypoint is displayed in a list where you can reorder or remove them. You need at least 2 waypoints for a path to be created. Once you have enough, the save changes becomes active and you can finish editing. Press next to continue. We only allow you to create a vehicle patrol for your police cars in this tutorial. To place waypoints, use the highlighted Add Waypoint button. When pressed, a placeholder waypoint appears under your mouse cursor, which you can then place on the map. This placeholder also indicates which positions are valid, which are not. Alright, so we'll click this button here. Use the left mouse button to place waypoints and the right button to finish adding waypoints. So we'll say this is going to be our North Patrol. This is going to be your headquarters here with the 3 helipads. So north of there would be up here, so we'll start here on Columbus. We'll have them go up this direction. Actually, we'll have them go up here to the corner. Oh, okay. There's 3, so we'll have them go here. We'll have them come all the way down here. This corner, that corner. Go that corner. Come up here. And then we'll kind of just snake around here, maybe. No, that wasn't correct. We'll delete that one. That was 12. So 13 would be, we'll put it right here. 14 we'll put right here. 15 we'll put right there. 16. 17. We'll have to go back over here, maybe somewhere. 18, 19, 20, and we'll put 21 right here by number 1 so they can just continually loop. Alright, so we're done there. We'll hit this save. Excellent work. Now your path is complete. So we'll go back to number 1. We will right click on them. No, we will left click on them. Click here or hit B. Select the route and they will head that direction. And we are on our first patrol. Be back in a moment. I have other issues to attend to. You can use this time to familiarize yourself with the controls and your units. Press next to conclude this part of the tutorial. Alright, so we're on our first patrol, guys. As you see, they're cruising around. They should cover all this area up here.
A drug deal has been reported.
Looks like we already have our first call down here.
At your service.
We'll go ahead and right click on the this icon down here. That'll send them down there.
Scene.
They will break off of their beat and head down there. As you can see, there's one suspect. He's level 12, so both of our guys are rookies. New crime in your district has just been reported. When this happens, a new icon will appear on the screen indicating the crime's position and displaying various information about it. The yellow outline indicates how much time, so that would be this, how much time before the perks flee. The type of crime is shown as an icon in the center, which is here, looks like pills. Press next to continue. Oh, the skill level of the crime is visible at the top, which would be this number here. So we'll hit next. As you can see, the criminals show at large, which means that our police officers have to intervene before they escape. If you view the crime icon again, you'll see the strength of the criminals. Wait, what? If you view the crime icon again, you'll see the strength of the criminals and the strength of the active police units displayed. So this is the strength of the criminal. This is the strength of the active police officers. Press next to continue. If you have an employee selected and you move your mouse over the icon, it will show the strength of your selection and the force ratio against the criminals beneath the icon. This way you know when you have enough police officers to take the perps down. Your employees have 6 skills which are used in different situations. In this phase of a crime, the patrolling skill is required. The skills will be explained in detail later on. Later in the game, it might make sense to use stronger units to arrest criminals. Press next to continue. To increase your speed and your chances against the criminals, you can use your police car. Most police vehicles boost one of the skills of your employees within range. The range is displayed when the vehicle is selected, and the type and value of the skill boost is visible next to the unit icon, which would be this right here. That little blue pentagon. Employees which receive a boost will also have an indicator next to their icons. Press next.
Reporting in.
Alright, so they're going after him. Beating him with a baton. And now he is under arrest.
Case successfully closed.
There's the paddy wagon. So we'll select our car again. We'll put them back on the beat.
Reporting in.
What the heck?
At your service.
Assigned patrol route. North Vehicle Patrol. Thank you. One of your units has gathered enough experience to earn a promotion. When promoted, you can assign a skill point to one of 6 core skills, which enhances different aspects of your employees. You can track available skill points on the staff panel, which is right here. All of your employees are listed here. You can filter them by type, and by clicking on a list item, you can view an employee's details. To find an employee with an available skill, look for a green icon with a number in it, which would be both of those. To the left of the employee's name. View the details of an employee with available skills by left-clicking their name. So right here, let's see, it pops up here. Pulls him up. You can see that he's earning points by patrolling. Here's his health. Here's his rank. And here's what he is currently assigned to, which would be patrol. Medals that he may get. So we will press next. So we have patrolling. We have riot control. We have advanced tactics, which is pretty much SWAT. Investigation. Detective work. And infiltration, which would be undercover, narcotics, whatever. Detective work and investigation are different. Like investigation will be for responding to crime scenes, investigating the crime scenes. After you investigate the crime scene, you'll be told to search for witnesses. That's whenever you'll use your detectives to question the witnesses. If you use investigation to question the witnesses, you might not pass. Which it says right here, if I would have just read that to you. Okay, anyway, press next. If a rookie accumulates 4 skill points for any skill, they become specialized to that type of work. Only rookies can be specialized, irreversibly, and only once. So we'll say we'll put him on patrol, so now he's specialized in patrol. And we have another guy who's available, so we'll give him one point. As time passes, we'll have to use more and more manpower. To keep up with the demands, you can hire new employees, open the staff panel by clicking on the highlighted button or pressing F2. Here's how you hire new people. And here's your new people to hire. You can choose by their skills. Here's what they cost. We're going to select this first guy as it's telling us to do. And we'll conclude that tutorial. So here, like I said, here's headquarters right here. Vehicles are right here.
Crime suspect reported in the downtown district.
So we'll call Unit 1 again. We will send them down there to that. Maybe. Possibly. It's not going to let us. Select the car.
Standing by. Reporting in.
Case solved.
Alright, so after they get done, paddy wagon will show up, so there's no transport or anything like that, so you can go ahead and send them back on their patrol. I was going to say before, this is your headquarters right here. Like I said, you can just press this button or hit F1. When off duty, your employees and vehicles are stationed here. Each employee type has their own room, which can be upgraded. You can see that kind of right here. Maybe, if I can figure out how to pan the camera down. This is going to be your patrol. Here's going to be your SWAT, investigation, riot, detective, and narc unit. So we've got one in here now. She can be either infiltration or patrol. But anyway, we'll get back to that here shortly. We're going to try to purchase another vehicle and get her on the streets. So we'll go ahead and click that. Select the vehicle. We'll call that Unit 2.
Reporting in.
Send her back to the car.
Crime suspect reported in the downtown district.
Yes. Moving to crime scene.
Sending them over there. We're going to go ahead and set up another patrol. Kind of in our central district here.
Reporting in.
As soon as they clear this up, sorry, we'll get them.
Case solved.
Alright, so that one's done. We'll select that unit, pull up our patrols, and we'll send them that way. This is going to be our central vehicle patrol. And then we'll start adding our waypoints. Alright, hang on, we'll come back to that. No. Come back to this, I mean. It says another crime has been reported, which should be right here. If you left click, it'll take you to the scene. As you can see, it has an investigator already here for us that it's given us. Your investigators have to conduct a search at the scene to gather evidence. This will help us have a solid case against the perpetrators in court. Select the highlighted investigator and move him to the crime scene. So
How may I help? Moving to investigate. Crime scene secured. Investigation started.
So as you can see, the little green bar, progress bar, it tells you how far in the investigation he is. As soon as that finishes, that's
CSI
whenever
work
you
successful. Search for
have to
eyewitnesses
start
and
looking for
interrogate them.
eyewitnesses, and you'll use
Yes?
your detectives.
Yes.
So send them over there. And I do believe you can select multiple. Yeah. Press and hold the shift key when giving an order to your units. This way you can queue commands for your detective, like interacting with multiple eyewitnesses. So if you hold select and click on number 1 or over here, and then click over here, it'll go here first and then back over there.
Copy that.
So we'll get both of those questioned. I don't know where he's going.
How may I help?
You can go to
Heading back
headquarters.
to HQ.
Detective work successful. At
You
your
can go to
service.
headquarters.
Heading back to HQ.
Magnificent. You have found the criminals and you can arrest them. This is one of the possible outcomes of successful detective work. In other cases, you might have to use ID checks to find the criminals roaming or driving a vehicle in an area. You can use the case icons to focus on the criminals if you are lost. Press next to continue. Hint, the employee preference of a crime is displayed as the background color of the crime icon. Meaning that if it's an arrest, like this one over here, it'll be blue.
How may I help?
If it's a crime scene, it'll be red for your your
At your service.
investigative units.
I'm hurt!
If it's now we got our first officer hurt down here. We have story
Case
missions up here. Hang on.
solved.
So we'll probably
How may I help?
send them to headquarters real quick.
Returning to station.
Now you're prepared for most crimes you'll encounter. One more thing you need to know is about story missions. These are special events which demand your utmost attention. Each mission is unlocked by reaching a goal. You can check your current goal and progress by moving the mouse over the story mission button. Press next to conclude this tutorial. Seems you have a new story mission available. Story missions are special crimes or chains of crimes which advance the story when solved. Story missions also unlock vehicles and upgrades. The actual state of your story mission or your progress to unlocking this mission is visible here in the top center of the screen. If a mission is available, this button's open a dialog to accept it. If a mission is running, you can focus on it with this button. Also note that clicking on this button while you have no active mission will open the investigation board where you can track
Stabbing
previous story
reported in
missions.
the downtown district.
Yes.
Send him to the
Entering
car.
vehicle.
At your service.
Yes.
Send him
Entering
to the car.
vehicle. How may I
We'll
help?
send unit 1
Moving
up
to
there.
crime scene.
We'll
Standing
send
by.
them
Moving
up there
to
as
crime
well.
scene. Hands in the
Open the
air
story panel
now.
by clicking on the button in
Suspects
order
escaping.
to accept the mission.
I'm
What
hurt.
are you doing?
Suspects are on the run.
What are you doing?
Standing by. On my way. On.
Case successfully closed.
How may I help?
I think he said that he was hurt, which if you... Yeah, he's hurt real bad, so we'll send him back to
Heading back
headquarters.
to
If you send him back
HQ.
to headquarters, they can kind of heal up.
At
We'll
your
send
service.
Unit 2 back to headquarters too for
Heading
now.
back to HQ.
Anyway, open story panel by clicking the button. So there we go. We have a report of 187 assault with deadly weapon. Report of a fatal stabbing in a cinema. Suspects are on the run. Please investigate. If we complete this, we'll get an additional $750, so we'll accept it. And we will send our investigator over here.
Moving to investigate.
And we will
Yes?
send our detective
On my way.
kind of over here to get ready for questioning. So we'll come back down here.
How may I help?
Put him
Entering
back in the
vehicle.
car. Put him in the
Entering
car.
vehicle.
Unit
Standing
1
by.
can go back up to the North Patrol. Still need to set up that second patrol.
Crime scene secured.
While they're
Investigation
investigating
started.
that, we'll try to set this one up. So we'll kind of start. We'll do like Harbor Street. Kind of down in this corner here. We'll go all the way up here. We'll come down.
Crime suspect reported
There,
in the downtown district.
Right about.
Need backup now.
Looks like they're taking care of that, so we'll just kind of
Criminal in custody.
continue to get this taken care of.
Case successfully closed.
Continuing
Come down
patrol.
to this corner. It's not where I wanted to put that one. Come down to this corner here. Back around here. Kind of go up this direction. Come back down to this corner. Nope, that didn't work. That's the only bad thing about this, like whenever you start getting a bunch of patrols put together, it kind of starts cluttering up to where you can't really see your patrols. So we'll go right to this corner, back over here, and then we'll end it right there. So X, save changes. So we'll go out of here. We'll select number
At your
1.
service.
As you can see, he's got a check mark. He's on the North Patrol.
Yes.
We'll select our second car. Put them on the Central Patrol. And then we'll try to get a third vehicle. We could probably go ahead and get one now. We'll select the vehicle and get out of here real quick. Select the vehicle, hit control, hold it down, press number 3. That's going to be our third unit. So we'll send her here.
Entering vehicle.
And then we'll set
Crime
up
suspect reported in the downtown district.
It's going to be Central.
Reporting
so
in.
we'll send them
Moving
up
to
there.
crime scene.
If they need help, we'll send car 1 and car 3 over there.
Requesting backup. How may I
He's
help?
asking for backup, so we'll send
Moving
car
to
1.
crime scene.
We'll go ahead and
Standing
send car
by.
3 too. But we'll set up a South Patrol here in this area for our third unit. South vehicle
Hands up!
patrol.
Suspects escaping.
Law.
So we'll have them start.
Suspect
Have them
arrested.
start down this corner.
Case solved.
Come here. This corner. That corner. That corner. There. Come back down to the. Well, we'll go here. 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 We'll come down here. Maybe come down this
Stabbing
direction
reported in the
here.
downtown district.
At your service. Heading to crime scene.
We got 2 units responding over there. We'll go ahead and send the
Reporting
third
in.
one. Why not?
Moving to crime scene.
While we finish setting this up.
Hands
So
in
we'll
the
go
air
to that
now.
corner.
Hostage has
Come
been
up
rescued.
here. Come right
Suspects
there.
escaping.
Suspect ain't going nowhere.
Suspect arrested.
Case successfully closed.
Send him right there. Down to here. Right there. There. We'll end them right back here. So that should cover all 3 districts. We'll have a car in each district. So we'll save this. And we'll send, let's get out of strategic view.
How may I
Car
help?
1, send them back up north. Car
Yes?
2, send them to central. Car
CSI
3,
work successful.
send them
Search for
south.
eyewitnesses and interrogate them.
So we need to go over here, select our
Reporting
detective. We'll hold down shift and we'll hit here,
Yes.
here,
Yes.
and here.
Acknowledged.
So she'll go here first to this one. As soon as she finishes there, she should go over here and then go there. So we'll select our investigative unit.
Yes?
And we'll send him back
Heading
to
back to
headquarters.
HQ.
As you can see, the crime scene is now available for you to interact with. To solve the story mission, you'll have to solve all connected crimes.
Crime suspect reported in the downtown district.
At your service. Heading to crime scene. At your service.
Crime's kind of low. We'll go ahead and send all 3 units over there.
Detective work successful.
This
She's
is the police.
done. We'll
Hands
send
up.
her back to
Requesting backup.
headquarters. He's requesting backup, so he'll stage here until he has at least 1 more unit on scene. But we have
Case solved.
3 suspects there, so they might wait for that 3rd patrol car to get there too. Why is the 3rd patrol car empty? Oh, she's over there. Suspects managed to escape, but our CSI team found useful evidence that will likely lead us to the suspects. Good job.
This is
Doesn't
the
sound like
police.
a
Hands up.
success to me, but okay. Now she apparently saw something over there, arrested them, and now she's
Suspect
headed over here.
handcuffed.
So here comes the paddy wagon.
Suspect handcuffed.
So everybody should be going back to their cars. We'll start selecting vehicles again,
Reporting in.
telling them where to go. Vehicle 1, north.
How may I help?
Vehicle 2, central.
At your service.
Vehicle 3, go south. You can also, like down here, if you hit F1,
At your service.
that was the wrong button. F1 takes you straight to headquarters. F2 pulls up your employees. F3 is your vehicles. F4 is going to be your cases that are open. F5 is going to be your estimated income for the day. So this day's almost over. We got about 26 seconds left. This is how much money we should earn when that ends. And of course F6 is going to be your waypoints. So far, guys, I really like this game. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on it, on the other profile that I have, so if you enjoy these videos, want to see more of these videos, hit that like button,
A robbery
subscribe
has
to the
been
channel,
reported in the downtown district. Suspects are
and
armed and
I'll
dangerous.
keep them going. Thanks for taking the time to stop by. We'll go ahead and answer this one more call real quick. This is going to be your daily report. Here's your council rating, income. This number right here is going to be your like safety percentage of what the citizens feel. So as you can see, net income we got negative actually, because I purchased 2 vehicles, and our salaries. You gotta watch your salaries, because if you start upgrading people, then their salaries go up, and if you're not paying attention, you'll end up in the negative numbers real quick. So we'll go ahead and get through this. We'll close that and we'll send these
Yes?
units to this call real quick.
Moving to crime scene.
Sending all 3 of them over there. There's 3 suspects, so we
This
should
is
have
the
a pretty
police.
good chance of
Hands up.
solving that.
Suspects escaping.
Law.
After this call, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. These are probably going to be, like I said, day episodes for the patrol.
Criminal in
Hope you
custody.
enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. And we will see you on the next one.